Welcome. In this playthrough Marvel Champions card game, we have Quicksilver teaming up with Scarlet Witch to take on Ultron in expert mode. So for our villain setup, got Ultron 2 and 3 out here. Scheme of 2, attack of 2 with the added forced interrupt. When he attacks you, put the top card of your deck into play face down, engage with you as a drone minion. Till the end of this attack, Ultron gets +1 attack for each drone minion engaged with you and 22 health per player. Next version, scheme of 2, attack of 4. Each drone minion gets +1 attack and +1 hit point. Ultron cannot take damage while a drone minion is in play. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Ultron's imperative side scheme and reveal it. And 27 health per player on that side. It's got 3 schemes. Like I said, we're starting with Ultron 2 and 3. We've got the expert modes in there, Ultron standard, and under attack. For setup, put the Ultron drones environment into play, shuffle the encounter deck, and on this side, we want to keep this scheme in play as long as possible. So it's going to be 6 threats, 3 per player on that before it's completed. When revealed, each player puts a top card of their deck into play face down, engage with them as a drone minion. Then the drones. This environment, each face down drone minion engaged with a player has a base scheme of 1, attack of 1, and hit points of 1. After a face-down drone minion is defeated, place that card in its owner's discard pile. For our hero setup, Scarlet Witch, thwart of 2, attack of 1, 2 defense. Chaos Control is an interrupt. When boost icons on an encounter card would be counted, discard the top card of the encounter deck and count the number of boost icons on that card instead. Once per phase, hand size of 5 and 10 hit points. Alter Ego, recovery of 3. Superpowered siblings, they both have pretty much the same thing. Discard 2 cards from your hand, draw 2, draw 3 cards instead if Pietro's in play, and a hand size of 6 on this side. And like I said, recovery of 3, discard 2 to draw 2, and he draws 3 if Wanda's in play. Hand size of 6, 9 hit points. Hero side, 1 for thwart, attack, and defense. Super speed. So response after you use one of his basic powers, ready him, limit once per phase, and a hand size of 5. And as you can see, going aggression for him and justice for her. So my last playthrough, this is the set I had against Taskmaster. So 43 cards. I'm going to make some slight modifications here. So of course we've got our 3 basic cards, resources, 2 power of justice, 3 multitasking, removing 2 threat from a scheme if we pay with a mental resource, remove 2 from a different. 2, clear the areas, removing threat from a scheme, and if we remove the last, we draw a card. 2, spy crafts, reveal an encounter card, discard this, cancel the effects of that card, and then reveal another. Then under surveillance, increasing the threat value on the main scheme by 4, and heroic intuition, giving a hero +1 thwart. Then I like going ally heavy, so I have Daredevil, Speed, Agent Coulson, Jessica Jones, Quake, and Wiccan. Order and Chaos, a Helicarrier, and then 3 spiritual meditations. And an Endurance, Downtime, and the Sorcerer Supreme. So the slight modifications, we are going to take out a Downtime and replace that with an Endurance because I'm going to have 2 downtimes in with him. I'm going to replace the 2 clear the areas with 4 justice. Just in the last game, never worked out for us, so I'll just go with this so we can hopefully remove 4 threat from a scheme of our choosing. And I'm going to take it to 44 cards, adding the Quinn Carrier on this side. Then for Quicksilver. So we've got the 2 power of aggressions. Combat training, 3 relentless assaults, because I will probably never make a aggression deck without this card unless we have a villain that doesn't like minions. 3 get over here's, mainly just because we're going up against Ultron to help with our drones. Lie in wait, once again to help with drones. Allies, Hulk, Spider-Girl, She-Hulk, Valkyrie, Tigra, who is great against drones, and Thor. Then we're also bringing in Mockingbird and Lockjaw. Then 2 downtimes. You notice I'm trying to keep everything strength or energy. I think the only one that doesn't fit that is going to be Tigra. then a helicarrier, order and chaos, and then our 3 basic resources. All right, finisher setup. This is a good shuffle. Then he's going to get 6 cards. After a drone comes out after him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Spider-Girl, energy, combat training, velocity ×2, and a relentless assault. Well, we're going to keep the ally. Fortunately, we're going to keep that also. Getting +1 attack is going to be good. Discard 3, an assault, reflex, and always running. Then on this side, drone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Decay, a hex bolt, meditation, power of justice, quake, and more meditation. So I'm going to keep quake and the power of justice. And the decay because it's fun. Multitasking, a helicarrier, and Sorcerer Supreme. So starting off, we are going to discard 2 cards and draw 3. And it's going to be those 2. Downtime, order and chaos, and get over here. Request an action over here to do the same. It's going to be those 2. Heroic intuition, chaos magic, nice, and endurance. So we're going to flip over and they get over here, deal damage to minion. We're not going to be aerial, so we get Mockingbird back. Attack for 1, endurance, ready, attack for 1, 43. Bring in Spider-Girl. Do play her from her hand, stun and confuse a minion. We don't have any, but she can attack for 2. Then we're going to give us +1 defense. Might come in handy. And hold on to that. On this side, chaos magic. Oops, guess we'll flip over first. Hero action, play a card from your hand, ignoring its resource cost. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck equal to that card's printed resource cost. Helicarrier. Losing repair sequence. Slipping sanity and under fire. That's good. We're going to bring in Quake. 4-1, attack of 2, 2 health. After minion schemes, exhaust her to deal 2 damage to that minion. She's going to come in and swing for 2. Down to 39. Witch will swing for 1, down to 38. Make her next card 1 cheaper to bring in the Sorcerer Supreme. Play only if we have the Mystic trait, which we do. Get +1 hand size while in hero form. And we will keep Heroic Intuition. Ending her turn. So we're going to get 4 more cards over here. Power of Aggression, Always Running, Hyper Perception, and Thor. I'm going to get 5 more cards. Quicksilver, Quinn Carrier, Magic Shield, Multitasking, and the Magic Shield. All right, Ultron responds with 2 threats. Declares an attack. We get a friend. We're going to defend. So 1, 2, 3. 3 damage coming in. 1 breaks through. We ready. And then we get hit for 1 down to 7. Declare an attack over here. Quake defends. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then hit for 1. And counter cards. Deal 1 damage to each friendly character. All right, Spider-Girl's out. We're down to 6. Down to 8. Surge and exhaust your identity. Upgraded drones. Each drone now gets +1 attack and hit point. Spend one of each resource to get rid of it. And pass the token. Hope we're going to make our next card one cheaper to bring in the Quinn Carrier. Then we're going to multitask, removing 2 threat from a scheme. If there was another one, we could remove 2 more threat. Then a magic shield. When a friendly character would take any amount of damage, discard this to prevent 3 of that damage. Then on this side, attack. Ooh, we got 2 health. That's a problem. All right, combat training. That fixes that problem. Gives us +1 attack. Swing for 2. Ready, swing for 2. And give us +1 thwart. Not feeling so good right now. All right, 2 threat. Attacking over here, get a drone. Defend, 1, 2, 3. Ultron heals 1 damage for each drone, so we got 4 damage coming our way. He's healing 1. We block 2, take 2, down to 6, then get hit for 2 more, down to 4. Quicksilver gets a drone, defends, 1, 2, 3. Choose to either spend. I guess I got to draw some cards. That might help. For Justice, Decay, Meditation, Hex Bolt, our Crest, and a Hex Bolt. Over here, the Witch. Get over here. Power of Aggression, Lockjaw, and Lion Weight. Okay. Spend a mental resource to put the top card of your deck into play face down, engage with you as a drone minion. Done. So he was attacking for 1, 2, 3. We block 2, 1 gets through, down to 3 health. And ready, counter cards. Doing damage to each friendly character. Down to 2, down to 3. Attached to Ultron. After he schemes, place a threat on each side scheme. Exhaust your hero, spend 2 mental resources to discard that. And things went bad. So we are going to spend 1 of each resource to get rid of that. Get over here, dealing damage to a minion. Of course, we'll never have the aerial trait, so we will get Spycraft back. Let's see. I think we're going to thwart for 2. And ready. Flip over and heal for 3, up to 5. I want to take that back. Attacking. Get rid of She-Hulk instead of the thwart. Okay, on this side, we're going to meditate, draw 2 cards, choose, and discard a card from our hand. Order and Chaos and Energy. No, that's not going to trigger. Make our next card cheaper. Use the Quinn Carrier. Bring in our Crest. It's an interrupt. When boost icons on an encounter card are counted, exhaust this. Increase or decrease the number of boost icons on that card by 1 for this count. Then we're going to play a Hex Bolt. Hero action, discard the top 3 cards in the counter deck. For each card discarded this way that has boost icons equal to something else, we're going to do something else. All right, so for 3, place a status card on a character. Someone just got confused. Then for 3, someone just got stunned. Then for 3, someone just got tough. All right. That changes how I'm playing. We're going to do that again. So for 1, remove 2 threat from a scheme. And then for 3, someone else got tough. And then for 2, draw a card, which I really don't want to, but we will. Getting Agent Coulson. And we'll end our turn with that. I'm going to keep Coulson. So drawing 5 more cards. Strength, Daredevil, Agatha, Genius, and Wiccan. 6 cards over here. Strength. Get over here. Speed Cyclone, Tigra, Friction Resistance, and Serval Industries. All right, 2 threat. Goes to scheme, loses confused. Goes to attack, loses stunned. Counter cards. Oh, drones are upgraded again. And Advanced Ultron drone. Scheme of 1, attack of 1, 4 health, guard. When advanced, when he's defeated, we engaged player puts the top card of their deck into play face down as a drone minion. And that just modifies face down drone minions. And pass turn. So her 2 hex bolts saved us. So we're going to use a helicarrier to bring Coulson in. After he enters play, search your deck and discard pile for a preparation card, add it to your hand, and shuffle your deck. Pretty sure I've discarded a prep card that I want. Spycraft. They both might be in here. Nope. No need to shuffle that. So play only if you have a spy character. When you reveal an encounter card, discard Spycraft, cancel the effects of that card, and reveal another one. So we are going to exhaust a hero, spend 2 mental resources, using the Quinn Carrier for 1, Agatha for the other one, even though she is great. But I don't want that thing sitting around. Then we're going to bring in Spycraft since we have a spy character in play. Then we're going to bring in Wiccan. So after he thwarts, discard the top card of the encounter deck. For each boost icon discarded this way, deal 1 damage to an enemy. So he is going to thwart for 1. And we use her ability to get a different one. Oh, goodness. Then use this ability to add +1 to it. And do a damage there. Then Coulson is going to go ahead and take care of that. Going to use his ability to discard 2 cards and draw 2. Double time and always be running. I'm going to bring in Serval Industries. It's an alter ego action. Exhaust this, shuffle 2 Quicksilver cards from your discard pile into your deck. So we're going to take 2 always be runnings and shuffle in here. We are going to recover for 3, going up to 8. Flip. Sorry, Tigra. We need friction resistance. Hero response. After you ready Quicksilver, ready this card as a resource. Exhaust this to generate a physical resource. We're going to always be running. Hero action, ready Quicksilver. We're using that to pay for it. And that readies. Then swinging for 2 over there. And ready, and then swing for 2 over here. Because the baby drones are stronger than that guy. All right, end her turn. Six cards: Power of Justice, Spycraft, Warp Reality, Under Surveillance, Magic Shield, and Molecular Decay. Valkyrie, Downtime. That would have been nice last round. Always Running, Genius, and Sinew, +1 attack. 2 threats. Attacking over here. Gets a friend. It's +1 attack for each drone minion, face down or not. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Taking it. Lose tough. I'll get hit for 1 from that guy. And then defend on that one. And attacking over here, getting a drone for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 coming in, defend and ready. And hope here. Each drone minion engaged with your hero attacks. If no attacks were made this way, put the top card of your deck into play, face down, engaged with you as a drone minion. All right, Coulson will defend against the 1. Yeah, Wiccan will take the 2 from that one. Then each drone minion engaged with a hero attacks. All right, well, that was fun. All right. Hero action, spend 1 of each resource. Using that for the physical. Get rid of that drone. Attack. And ready. Going to use friction resistance, put downtime over here. And thwart for 2. Then under surveillance to increase that value by 4. No, I don't want to take that back a step. Forgot, had this hidden. She's going to use her ability to make the next card he plays 1 cheaper. So it can bring in Reinforce Sinew. Then, yeah, nothing else changed except playing that 1 card. And use the Quinn Carrier to bring this in. Play if we have a spy. We do. You can remember all those cards. Then we're going to be flipped over anyway, so we're going to bring in a Magic Shield. And flip over and end her turn. We will keep that. So 5 more cards. So get 3 and an encounter card. Hexbolt, multitasking, and speed. And shuffle. So 2 more cards. Power of Justice and multitasking. 5 cards on this side. This is not good. Whole lot of running, double time, the Hulk, and 1 more. Mockingbird. All right, 2 threats. Getting attacked, getting a friend. Oh, he's ready. So 1, 2, 3, Coulson's going to defend for us. 4/5. Then attack for 1. We defend and ready. Scheming for 1/2. Let's see, we can reduce that by 1, so 3. And 4 and 5, so we're up to 7. Out of 10. And now the bad stuff. Each player puts a top card of their deck into play face down, engage with them as a drone minion. The villain attacks you. Well, guess we better defend. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 damage breaking through, down to 2. Attach to the villain. After he takes damage, give him a tough. Exhaust your hero and spend 2 physical resources to discard that. That's terrible, but we've got worse things going on. Place a threat on each side scheme or go searching for another one. Guess there's a chance we won't find one. Up figures. When revealed, each player puts a top card of their deck into play face down, engage with them as a drone minion. Place a threat here for each drone minion in play. That's a lot of threat. We are getting overwhelmed. So that is 11. And an acceleration token. All right, next turn. Well, she is healing for 5, up to 7 health. We're going to discard 2 cards to draw 2. Power of Justice and a shield. Flip over. I'm going to bring in speed, so after he thwarts, ready him. So let's see, before we do all that, thwarting for 2, and ready, thwart for 2. Make her next card, well, let's see, use the Quinn Carrier for multitasking. Make that a mental resource so it can remove 2 threat from a scheme, and since we made it mental, remove 2 threat from a different scheme. Make the next card we play 1 cheaper. To go multitasking, remove 2 threat from a scheme. And I believe we are done over here. So on this side, always be running to ready. Then we're going to bring in the Hulk using that, and Mockingbird. He's going to attack for 3. And need to take care of some of these guys. She-Hulk. All right. Hoping for... Okay, that works. All above. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Well, you know what? We're going to do it up here. That gives him tough. Then, deal 1 damage to each character. we're going to do this one first. So another drone comes out. And then discard Hulk. All right, that worked. Ooh, yeah, and toughness comes back off. Then we're going to thwart for 2. And do our free ready. And, thwart for 2 again. Always running. Then it's time to flip over and heal for 3, up to 5. Use that to put 2 runnings back into our deck. So that turn went about as best as we could have hoped. But unfortunately, he's still at 35 health on his first version. Oh, yes. Hulk would have hit all of those also. All right, so we're getting 1, 2, 3, 4 threat. Attacking over here. Getting a drone. He's going to defend. So 1, 2, 3. And that hits us for 1. Then scheming here for 1, 2. We're going to reduce that by 1 for 3. So 8 out of 10. Counter cards. Trying to attack you, discard the top card of your deck for each damage dealt by this attack. And I forgot to draw cards again. Well, both our characters are keeping that. We get 5 more cards. For Justice, Strength, Warp Reality, Molecular Decay, and Spiritual Meditation. And over here, Lockjaw, Valkyrie, Scarlet Witch, Genius, and Strength. I don't want to be attacked. Well, all right, we'll let him attack. Attacking for 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 damage coming our way. We are going to prevent 3. And take 1 and discard one of our cards. Then on this side, upgraded drones, which I hate. So we're going to use the Quinn Carrier to pay for Warp Reality. When an encounter card is revealed from the encounter deck, cancel all of its effects. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck equal to the number of boost icons, which is 0. All right, we are going to discard 2 cards. So we can draw 2. Then heal for 3 up to 7. Going to bring in Valkyrie. So it doesn't matter what form we're in for that one. She enters play, deal 2 damage to a minion. Oh wait, I didn't want to pay that for it. Yeah, I guess I did. So we're going to exhaust Industries to shuffle 2 Quicksilver cards back into our deck. We only had one. Then, oops, we're going to flip over, ask for help from her to make our next card one cheaper so it can always be running to ready. Then we're going to play double time using that. And we're going to choose two of the following. We can do the same thing twice, removing 2 threat from a scheme. So 4 threats coming off. Then we're going to exhaust our hero. Oh no. Thwart for 2 first. Then ready. Then exhaust our hero. And 2 physical resources to get rid of that. I'm going to request an action from over here. So she can do some spiritual meditation to draw 2 cards and then discard 1. And we'll keep the energy. Then attack to get rid of this. For justice, remove 3 threat from a scheme. 4 if we paid with the mental, but we didn't. Thwart for 2. And then molecular decay. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. Discard the top 2 cards. We're only looking for that. We're going to use her ability to get rid of it. That didn't help. So we're dealing 6 damage. So down to 29. Then we're going to flip over. All right, drawing cards this time. So 5 and 6. Relentless Assault, always running. Another assault, another running, and energy. Wiccan, endurance, multitasking, molecular decay, genius, and a hex bolt. 3 threats. Attacking, we get a friend. When we defend, so base 3. 3 damage coming our way. We block 2, take 1, then get hit for 1. Scheming on this side for 2. Choose to either spend a mental resource or put the top card. I'll spin the mental down here. And counter cards. Each player puts the top card of their deck into play as a face down drone. And Surge. Deal 1 damage to each friendly character. And pass turn. All right. Discarding 2 to draw 2. Quake and an endurance. Healing for 5 up to 8. Flip over. I'm going to bring in Wiccan. So after he thwarts, discarding counter card and do some damage to something. So he's going to thwart. Dealing 1 damage. Guess we'll take out a drone. I'm concerned about health. So we're going to give +3 hit points over here. Up to 11. And +3 health over here. Up to 7. I'm going to make the next card played over here 1 cheaper. Relentless Assault, using that. So we've got a physical resource. Dealing 5 damage to a minion with overkill. So that soaks up 1. 4 breaks through, down to 25. Going to attack for 3, I think is where we're at. Yep. Down to 22. And ready. I'm going to spin and always be runnings. And that's for same thing. That way we get our physical with overkill down to 18. Attack for 3 down to 15. Yep, always be running. Ready. Then we're going to thwart for 2 and flip over. Use that for max velocity and an always be running. Keep to defend. Ender turn, 6 cards on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Chaos, downtime, get over here. Scarlet Witch and 2 runnings. And 3 cards. And we get 3 more. Daredevil, speed, and power of justice. So 3 threat. Attacking over here. We get a friend. Valkyrie defend. So 1, 2, 3 damage. Then hit for 1. Scheming over here for 2, 3, 4. We'll make it 3. And counter cards. Slipping Sanity. You know what? I guess that kind of works for us. So we'll remove that from the game. All right. Ultron heals 2 damage for each minion engaged with you. So he's going to heal 2 to 17. Then need for speed. Not cool. Guess we're not healing. Oh, remove it from the game. And pass first player. So, since we're both in this form, discard 2 cards to draw 3. Lie in wait, helicarrier, and get over here. Quest in action. Discard 2 cards to draw 3. Decay, Quicksilver, and Quake. Use Serval Industries. Got a running. Flip over. Ready. Ready's those. Tell that drone to get over here. Can ask for help. Make the next card we play over here 1 cheaper. So we can play the helicarrier for 2. Then we're going to attack for 3, down to 14, and ready. Attack for 3, down to 11. Always be running. To ready. Attack for 3, down to 8. Use that for lie in wait. Hero response, after a minion engages you, discard lie in wait to deal 3 damage to that minion. Then we'll flip over here, thwart for 1. Deal 2 damage to an enemy, down to 6. Chaos Magic. Play a card from your hand, ignoring its cost, and then discard cards from the top of that. So we're bringing in speed for 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So he's going to thwart for 2, ready, and thwart for 2 again. We'll bring Quake in, or do we? Make our next card over here one cheaper. We are going to Molecular Decay using that. So we're going to deal at least 5 damage, 6 damage, 7 damage, but it only takes 6 to take care of this version finally. All right, so now Schema 2, attack of 4. Drone minion is +1 attack and +1 hit point. Ultron cannot take damage while drone minion is in play. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Ultron's imperative side scheme and reveal it and shuffle the encounter deck. So he's going to have 54 health. And that is going to be there. Getting ready for another acceleration token. So this one, when revealed, the first player puts the top 2 cards of their deck into play face down, engage with them as a drone minion, and 4 threat, and we're getting another encounter card. So first player, first one comes in, we're going to blow it up. 4 threat. We're going to bring Quake in with the Power of Justice. She's going to attack for 2. And end her turn. We are going to keep Daredevil and Order in Chaos. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Power of Justice, 4 Justice, 2 Magic Shields, and Molecular Decay. 4 cards on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 Max Velocities, always be running, and Tigra. All right, threat, we get 3. Attacking over here, we no longer get drones. So it's just a base 4 attack. So we will defend, maybe. Yeah, we'll defend. So 4, goodness. Go to the next one. Reduce it by 1. So doing 6 damage. We block 2, we'll prevent another 3, end up taking 1. Attack over here. Quake says she'll take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a whole lot more. And counter cards. 1, 2, 3. Another token and shuffle. And of course he readied. All right, first, swarm attack. Each drone minion engaged with your hero attacks. No attacks were made. Put the top card of your deck into play as a drone. Worst things could happen. Android efficiency. Each player puts the top card of their deck into play face down, engaged with them as a drone minion. Once again, worst things could happen. Except that's going to deck us. So what we are going to do, friction resistance, use our team up, hero interrupt. When a treachery card is revealed from the encounter deck, cancel its when revealed effects and then deal 2 damage to the villain. So that's all just when revealed. We go to do 2 damage, but we have a minion in play, so he cannot take damage. Then over here, master plan. So we're adding 4 threat to each side scheme. We are going to spycraft that one to bring out a different one. And that didn't get any better. Man, this is going to be a mistake. All right, Surge. So we're getting 2 more. Yeah. The villain schemes for 1, 2. Choose to either spend that resource type, which we will. So he schemed for 2. And now he has Retaliate 1, but we can exhaust a hero spending 2 energy resources to discard it. Well, that was a busy turn. All right, speed is going to thwart for 2. Ready, thwart for 2. To get rid of the imperative. Then exhausting your hero to energy resources. Get rid of that. He will thwart for 1. Use his ability to do 0 damage. Make our next card 1 cheaper to bring in Daredevil. Thwart a 2, attack with 2 or 3 health. After he thwarts, deal a damage to an enemy. But we're going to attack with him for 2 to get rid of this. Make our next card 1 cheaper to give us +2 thwart and +2 attack and +2 defense until the end of the round. I'm going to put that there to help me remember. So attacking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to 49. And ready. Attack for 5 more, down to 44. And ready. Attack for 5 more, down to 39. And we are done. I will keep Tigra, so 4 more cards. So Relentless Assault, getting a counter card and shuffle. So 3 more cards. Aggression, Relentless Assault, and the Scarlet Witch. 6 cards over here. Decay, Order and Chaos, a Hex Bolt, Coulson, Energy, and another bolt. So 4 threat. So we're at 9 out of 10. Attacking over here for base 4. And we will defend. So 5 damage. We'll take 3 down to 7. Attacking over here, we will defend. We're base 4. Ooh, defended it all and ready. And counter cards. Doing damage to each friendly character. Five, 6 out. And he gets 1. Under attack, each player chooses to either place 2 threat here or deal 3 damage to their hero. Yeah, we'll pass on that. I might not need to worry about threat the rest of this game. So it's getting 7. And the villain attacks you. We're going to say no. Cancel the one reveal. Deal 2 damage to the villain. Down to 37. All right, pass turn. We are going to bring in Tigra. So after she attacks and defeats a minion, we heal the damage from her. She's just going to come in and attack for 2. Down to 35. Well, that's terrible with no minions out. All right, attacking for 3. Down to 32. Ready. Swing for 3, down to 29. We'll go ahead and flip over. Pitch 2 cards to draw 2. Always running in maximum velocity. Then we'll make the next card played over here 1 cheaper to bring in Agent Coulson. He's going to go looking for a preparation card, which I believe he can find right there. We'll make the next card we play 1 cheaper to bring that in. Then he will thwart for 2 because he can. Daredevil will hold back. I'm going to do a Hex Bolt. Looking at 3 cards. First one is 0. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Down to 27. 2 is draw a card. We are going to make that a 3. Place a status card on a character. Stun. And then a 0. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Down to 25. And we'll stop there. We're going to discard Relentless Assault. Drawing 4 more. Valkyrie, Speed Cyclone, She-Hulk, and Thor. Six cards over here. Meditation, some tasking, more meditation, Jessica Jones, Genius, and more tasking. All right, we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 threat. Each player puts the top card of their deck into play face down as a minion. So 20 on this. After placing threat here during step 1 of the villain phase, which we're past now, each player must choose to either place 2 threat here, put the top card of their deck into play face down, gauge as a drone minion. So now he's going to scheme for 2, 3. He's scheming for 1. Then attack, lose stunned. Swing for 2. We'll take it. And counter cards. Get an advanced drone. And over here, the villain attacks you. All right, Daredevil's going to bite that one. For 4, choose to either spend a mental resource or put the top card in. All right, so that's done. Well, all that's a problem now. So we're going to do some meditation, drawing 2 cards and then discarding 1. More multitasking and strength. We will keep the strength. Then we'll do some more, let me see, maybe. Yeah, we'll do some more meditation. Warp reality and a Hex Bolt. Yeah, and he is out. So we're going to start with a Hex Bolt. 3 cards. First one, draw a card. for Justice. And counter card and shuffle. Second one is just one. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. And lastly, draw a card to Spiritual Meditation, which we will use to draw 2 Energy and Meditation. I think I'll discard Energy and play Meditation for Spycraft and Speed. All right, Coulson attacks for 1, she attacks for 1. We kill Agatha. We'll bring in Jessica Jones. She's going to swing for 2. Take care of this drone. We still have a spy in play, so we'll go ahead and play Spycraft. We will flip over. Then we'll have him discard 2 cards to draw 2. Which will be these. I'm sorry, we're drawing 3. Power of Aggression, the Hulk, and Double Time. We'll go ahead and heal for 3, up to 8. Make our next card 1 cheaper to bring in Valkyrie. After she enters play, we can deal 3 damage to a minion. If we paid for this using a energy resource, which we will be. Then we have Tigra. Attack and defeat this, which brings out another drone. She heals and takes the damage. Valkyrie will swing for 2 to take out that drone. We will flip over. Always be running to ready. Make your next card 1 cheaper. Use that, so we're +2 thwart, attack, and defense till the end of the round. So swinging for 5, down to 20. We ready. Swing for 5, down to 15. We'll use that as a resource to stun an enemy. And end our turn. I'll discard a card over here, so I'm drawing 4 more. Keeping double time, Mockingbird, Max Velocity, Lie in Wait, and Lockjaw. No sense in keeping that. We're not in hero form, so 6 cards. Bolt, Intuition, Genius, Decay, Spiritual Meditation, and Daredevil. So 1, 2, 3, 4 threat. We're going to choose to add 2 threat per player. So another 4. And scheming over here for 2, 3. We'll go ahead and reduce it to 2. Attack over here, lose stunned. Counter cards. First one, Ultron Schemes. Discard the top card of your deck for each threat placed this way. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think that takes us up to 18. We lose 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Discard an upgrade or support you control. We'll get rid of a Spycraft. And we're just discarding it as a upgrade, not using the ability. And over here, Ultron heals 2 damage for each drone minion engaged with you. If no damage was healed this way, this card gains Surge. Ultron attacks you. Discard the top card of your deck for each damage dealt by this attack. So we will defend. So we're going to be a base 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 7 damage coming our way. We're going to take 3. So we're losing 3 cards. Downtime, get over here, and Spider Girl. Pass first player. Are we readied? Going to make the next card played over here 1 cheaper. Max velocity with this, +2 thwart attack and defense for the round. Attack for 5. Down to 10. And ready. Attack for 5 more. Down to 5. Make our next card cheaper. Double time. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. We'll do that twice. Down to 1. And then we'll let Valkyrie get the killing blow. So hopefully I didn't mess up anything. Long game. Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, more than capable of doing that. Took a lot longer than I thought, but once we got everything set up, went pretty good. So still had Tiger to attack with. Could have put in another lying in wait. And with our resources, could have done a Hex Bolt and Molecular Decay. Just curious what else that would have done. We would have played the Molecular Decay first, so that would have been 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. Get another encounter card or acceleration token. And then the Hex Bolt would have been 3 cards. And dealing damage with that is 0s. So would have done 4 more damage with that one. And could have stunned or confused him. So pretty powerful. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. So please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.